At the mouth of the River Moyne, the beautiful fishing town of Port Fairy has become one of Victoria's top tourist destinations. The beach lifestyle, mixed with a healthy variety of cafes and restaurants, saw it win the LiveCom Award in 2012 as one of the world's most livable cities with a population under 20,000. And it's the ideal setting for the final stage of the Campolina Fulton Hogan Tour of the Great South Coast. The final stage of the Tour of the Great South Coast is a 50-kilometre criterium here in Port Fairy. It's 20 laps of the 2.5-kilometre criterium circuit, and there are 9 bonus sprints on offer. And the overall race lead from Brenton Jones of Avanti Racing is 12 seconds over Budget Forklifts' Jesse Kerrison. So with all those bonus sprints on offer and also the 10-second bonus for the stage victory, this race is certainly not wrapped up just yet.
It's going to be a pretty fast circuit. There's a bit of wind out there, so it should make our job a little easier to control the front. Hopefully if we're all riding this strong together as a unit at the front, we can control a few moves and hopefully put me in a good position to get some bonus seconds.
Today turns into a bit of a chessboard game. I think they're strong enough, definitely Avanti, and obviously Budget too. That's why they're the best teams in the country, but it doesn't mean we can't fly under the radar and cause some chaos ourselves.
It's going to be a pretty tough GC battle today. We've got Brenton leading. I'm at 12 seconds behind him. We've got Raf, the German from Charter, at 23 seconds, and Pat Shaw's just behind him, and those two riders have been very aggressive the last couple of days. So while trying to gain time back on Brenton, I'm going to have to watch for them as well. So it's going to be a very interesting day.
I still can win, so I also try to pick up some time bonuses, go for the stage win. So I think we will see a lot of moves and intermediate sprints, and going to be a really interesting last stage.
This is where the check's earned. I'm excited about the prospects. I would prefer it to be a lot longer stage, but you know the wind is up and there's a lot of tired legs in the peloton, and it was an aggressive race yesterday. You know, we've been averaging 45 k's an hour for some of these road stages, so the pressure's been on.
The pace was hot from the start, with time bonus sprints coming every 2 laps. And the top 3 for the overall classification were going head-to-head in most of those intermediate sprints. This one resulting in a photo finish.
For me, everything was on the line for those intermediates. I went for as many as I could, as quick as I could.
He did roll me in the first 4 intermediate sprints, and he picked up a handful of seconds and brought my lead down to 7 seconds, I think.
The team gave everything today, chasing down breaks and trying to lead me out to get the intermediate sprint.
Team Avanti Racing were keen to let a breakaway group form to absorb the bonus sprints. And the pressure then mounted on Team Budget Forklifts to bring it all back together for their man Jesse Kerrison.
Kerrison were really aggressive. He had actually nothing to lose, so they kept everything together, chased everything down, and Kerrison went for, I think, every sprint.
The boys today just rode unbelievable. They every time a group went away, it was vital for us to bring it back because we had to get to the intermediates, and they rode themselves into the ground.
As they raced along the coastline, a group of 5 did form off the front, including the ever-strong Cameron Bailey and the comeback kid Ryan McAnally.
I was sitting 9th on GC after yesterday. I decided to go for just a couple of preems to get myself up on the GC. And there was a good battle between Jesse and BJ, and yeah, I was just trying to slot in, not try and take too much off him, but just get some of my own points for myself.
As they got the bell for the final lap, the breakaway group was still just out in front, but the peloton was closing fast.
Last lap, Freebird got me right in the right position. Just really, all the boys put it together today, so it was great.
As they came under the Subaru arch for the final time, Brenton Jones was again in the mix, but it was Ryan McAnally taking out the stage victory ahead of Angus Tobin. Jones was 3rd.
It was bloody awesome. Like, first NRS win. I've had 17 podiums in the NRS, but no wins, so this is great. Had a lot of rehab over the past 4 months, 5 months. It feels good to be back after the crash in Perth, which is a big one, and just come home from Belgium, so legs are going good now.
It's unbelievable, it's ecstatic. It's my first overall win in the NRS, and I just heard that I've got the lead in the NRS too, which you know, it's good to get the lead and keep it in the Avanti family.
The whole tour Avanti rode very strong. They defended strong. They defended every one of our attacks and every other team's attacks, and it was a good win for them. It was a great win.
Brenton Jones from Avanti Racing takes out the overall tour victory ahead of Budget Forklifts' Jesse Kerrison and Chatham Mason's Raphael Freinstein in third.
They made a tough race really fast, and it's a great scene here around the coast, and the sun is out, so it was fantastic last stage.
After a successful week of racing by Freinstein and several of his teammates, Chatham Mason took out the team's classification. The Tour victory sees Brenton Jones take over the Subaru National Road Series leader's jersey from his teammate Joe Cooper.
To win the Tour overall today, it's really emotional for myself and the team as well. We worked hard all week, and to keep it and have the chain stay on this week, unlike Murray, it's a good feeling.